We'll do a few different things. We're going to warm up the body with the general sun A's, right? Moving the entire body through a Surya Namaskar up and down. And then a few sun B's, maybe not too many. Some standing poses, pretty run of the mill. But before we get into that, I do want to talk about Garudasana arms, eagle arms. And what that is a way that we can open up our shoulders in different ways, right? In our outside, the outside shoulders rather. And we're going to start there, so we give a little bit of credence, a little bit of love and opening to our arms and our shoulders before we ask them to support us. And we're already doing that with our legs. If you've taken this position, right, where you're sitting, your feet untucked, if you can sit on your heels. If it's too much, you can bring a block under the bum, so it could be up a little bit. If it feels better, you can move the feet apart. Yeah, I like them together here. But in this way, I'm already opening up the top of my thighs, getting a stretch in the top of my ankles. I'm into the top of my feet, right? And if you want to, you can switch that. Right? If this feels better to keep them tucked. Yeah. But generally, this is, for me at least, easier. So, eagle arms. How do we get there? If you reach your arms out in front of you, you turn your palms face up, Macarena, and bring one arm higher than the other. For me, it's the right now. Now, when I do that, I'm going to cross my arms. At some point, my elbows are going to cross. Yeah, maybe I can go a little further, maybe not. But I'm going to bend both of my arms at that time. Now my arms are kind of in line. Now here, I'm going to flip my palms so that I could press them into one another. Probably barely though, right? Like my fingertips of my left palm of my left hand are pressing into the palm of my right hand, right? And this may be very uncomfortable or impossible, in which case you can also just grab the top of the shoulders and we're affecting the same thing, right? Now once you have some kind of clasp or grip with these arms and palms, play with maybe lifting the elbows as high as the shoulders while keeping the shoulders low, right? So you don't want the shoulders to come up into the ears. Keep those kind of low. And keep breathing, yeah? If you haven't already, go back and check the breath in the blade. Breathe deep here. And on one of your exhales, you're going to pull that twist of arm down towards the belly, towards the chest. Feel the opening in the backside of the body, right? And you can breathe through the backside of the body. You know, sometimes when you breathe deeply, your chest will heave and hold in front. But think about the space you're creating in your back as you breathe. Even though the chest won't expand because you have this constriction with the arms that are keeping the chest kind of closed, the other part of your chest can open up. Yeah, the backside that we tend to ignore because it's out of sight. Just a few more. Biggest thing here is make sure you're breathing deeply and completely through this pose. Yeah, it's easy to just breathe into the top of the lungs and kind of get claustrophobic feeling and not get the full benefit of a full deep breath through the body. When you're going to gently release the grip, let the arms unwind, gently come towards the floor. And of course we should do the other side at some point. Maybe roll out the shoulders. Yeah. Maybe you can already sense a difference in sensation. This time, again, reaching the arms out in front of you, Macarena, palms face up. And instead of the right hand going higher this time, the left arm will go higher. And you're going to cross the elbows. When they meet, bend the elbows, flip the palms, and maybe the palms can grab one another, maybe you grab the shoulders. Keep the shoulders low, away from the ears, but maybe reach the elbows high to be in line with those shoulders. Keep the belly strong, breathe, breath and blade for 3. Opening up the backside of that body for 2. On your third exhale, you're going to gently pull the elbows low in towards the body. Just accenting that stretch. A few more. Use an exhale to gently free up the grip of the arms. Roll out the shoulders. Notice you've opened up the shoulders on the outsides. Now we're going to open the shoulders from the inside, a little counter to that. To do this, we'll come to standing before we get to the rest of class. Whew. Mindful of your ankles. If you had them bent the other way the whole time, it may feel good to just kind of roll them out. Bring your hands to your waist, elbows point behind you so the chest is opening up. Right? You feel an opening in the chest and the inner shoulders already. Instead of letting the belly spill out or forward or the hips dip forward, try to keep your hips stacked over your heels and your shoulders stacked over your hips. And breathe deep here. Keep your core engaged. Gently you're going to reach your hands, palms facing one another. Reach those arms back. Just reach back without leaning back. Keeping the shoulders stacked. Reach through the fingertips so you feel the triceps turn on. Reach the arms towards straight. You're still breathing. You're not clenching your teeth. Maybe gently bend the knees a little bit. And if you can, on an exhale, try to bring the palms closer together. And if you can, maybe the fingers will interlace. If they do, interlace those fingers and try to extend the arms. Chest opens up some more. Already those inner shoulders are opening, and just breathe. Even though you're stretching the front side of your torso, keep the belly strong. And slowly you're going to hinge at the hips and lay your torso on top of your thighs. Let the arms come up and overhead for a nice shoulder stretch. Even here the breath applies. Just open these shoulders from a different direction, in a different way. If you can, try to come up against a wall, or make sure you have a wall close by. Yeah, if you can. We're going to play with some of that glitter on today, like this wall I have behind me. A few more breaths, and eventually use an exhale to bring your hands to the small of the back. Whew, uninterlace the fingers. Gently massage your butt, the back of your thighs and your calves, as you gently bring the arms down towards the mat and just relax them. Let them dangle. Maybe grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Shake the head out yes and no. Enjoy the gentle opening in the backside of the legs, even if that means bending the knees a bit more. Don't force the legs straight, although they may want to go straight, and that's fine too. The neck is relaxed, breath is doing its thing. And gently release the hands down towards the floor. If you can, you have two options here. Either grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Those fingers close together. If it helps, give you some purchase, some grip to pull yourself deeper into a fold. Or you can slide the palms face down or face up, all the way underneath the hands. Keep breathing though. With a grip on something, inhale, attempt a halfway lift. So you're going to try to pull your spine out of your hips. Lengthening that spine on an inhale, and on an exhale, use the grip to pull yourself deeper into a fold. 5 breaths here. So opening the body piece by piece. Gently release that grip of hands and feet. No rush. Shaking out the ankles and the wrists. Yeah. You feel a little compressed. And slowly you're going to walk the hands forward till you find yourself in a downward facing dog. Feet might have to walk back a bit too. Breath so deep. It's having an impact and influence on the shape of your torso every time you inhale versus exhale. Palms press into the floor, triceps wrap towards the floor. There's space in the neck and the shoulders. Bring the feet close together so you don't lose balance, and on an inhale, extend the right leg high to the sky. On another inhale, lift the left heel high so you're coming onto the ball of the left foot, and then point through the ball of the right foot as well. Feel the right glute turn on as you lift the right leg, maybe higher. Keep breathing though. Next time you have an exhale, you're going to shift forward and hug the knee into the chest. Keep breathing. Inhale, gaze between the hands, keep that knee up. On an exhale, step the right foot up between the hands lightly. It might take a few steps. Start to extend the left leg way, way, way back. Getting a little stretch for our legs, for our groin. Hands can frame either side of the front foot. Maybe the chest lifts a little bit. Just for 3 though. Then bring both hands on the inside of that right foot. Heel toe the right foot out to the right a bit if you need, giving your chest and torso room to extend forward. Feel the stretch in the top of that left thigh. Bottom of that right thigh maybe. Maybe if you can, exhale, you're going to bend the left knee, left heel towards the left glute. Keep pressing the left palm down, and if it suits you, reach back with the right hand to grab the outer edge of that right ankle or right foot. Maybe you can gently pull on that right foot if it helps to stretch out that left thigh some more. Breathe into the shape. Left palm stays flat, so it's not just about the wrists. It's about those knuckles and those fingertips. Slowly, gently release that left foot. Walk both hands on top of the right knee. Maybe heel toe the right foot over to the closer to the center so it's in line with the right hip. And walk that chest up. Reach that chest up. Pull those shoulders back. Breathe deep into the chest all the way to the belly. Slowly on an exhale, you're going to gently bend the left knee and move the right leg towards straight. Maybe frame the foot or the leg with both hands. Inhale, try to extend the spine out of the hips so it's like in line with that right leg. Exhale, maybe let the torso fold over that right leg. You can sit back as much as you'd like towards that left heel. Maybe you're all the way on it, maybe not. Just opening up the body before those sun A's and B's come. Although sometimes the sun A's and sun B's are perfect openers in and of themselves. And sometimes nice to give a particular attention to each body part. On an exhale, rebend that right knee. Tuck the back left toes. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, you're going to bend the elbows just 3 inches. Just enough to lower 3 inches. Can you keep the belly strong? Can you keep the elbows stacked over the palms? Can you keep the palms flat? Can you keep reaching the chest forward while extending the legs back and breathing without clenching the teeth? You're almost there. Next time you have an inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, down dog. Feet come close together to touch. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Another inhale, lift that right heel up. Point through both toes. Breathe. On an exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest, shift forward. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, left foot steps. Right knee comes to the mat, extend the right leg way, way, way back. Frame that front foot with both hands for 3. And then move the left hand on the inside of the left leg, giving space to your torso. Maybe heel toe the left foot out to the left. Inhale, reach that chest forward and up at least a little. Pressing both palms and arms into the floor like a high plank. Breath and blade all about you. Maybe bend that back right knee. Reach that left palm back if you can keep that right arm steady and right palm flat. Maybe the chest opens up. Maybe it stays square towards the floor. What feels okay for you. And maybe pull on the outer edge of that back right foot. Right ankle. Stretching out the top right thigh a bit more. At least 5 deep breaths, filling up the right thigh like your lungs live there. Slowly release it. Both hands come to the floor. Walk your hands on top of that left thigh. Start to press the chest up, getting more space in that groin opening. Open up the torso as well. We've opened up the back side of the body. We've opened up the front side of the thighs. Back of the thighs a bit. Coming on this side. We've opened up the shoulders. Slowly you're going to bend that back knee and extend that left leg as they switch flexion. Maybe frame the front leg with both hands. Inhale when the hips are back, reach the spine forward. Exhale, maybe drape torso over left thigh. Maybe keep the hips high, maybe let them fall closer to that back right heel. It doesn't matter, just make sure you breathe into the pose. Slow start, but we're taking care of ourselves. Slowly, you're going to exhale, rebend that left knee when you've had your fill. Tuck the back toes, press with that right leg, oh yes. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower 3 inches or 3 inches further for a total of 6 more or less, where the chest and shoulders are in line with the elbows. Elbows stay stacked over the palms. Legs are still strong as you reach through the heels. Chest reaches forward. You're almost there. Belly don't dip, but hips don't lift. For 3. No clenched teeth, no pursed lips for 2. Next time you have an inhale, just straighten the arms. Exhale, down dog. Hips so high. Woo! Body opening. Let's get on our ways to those sun A's. Inhale, gaze between the hands. Exhale, step or fold top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift spine. Exhale, forward fold. Option to come up on the tippy toes. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, back bend, open up, chest, elbows might bend. Inhale again, reach high, maybe tippy toe. Exhale, forward, slow and control. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen spine. Exhale, high to low plank or all the way to the floor, the 3 inches, the 6. Untuck toes, either way. Inhale, peel the heart up and forward, cobra or up dog. On an exhale, down dog, right through that high plank. One Sunday, finally. Breathing deep, affecting the shape. Bag of bones, bagpipes. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, gently take flight or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountains on tippy toes. Exhale, heart exposed, bend back. Inhale again, reach high. Exhale, fold slow. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, high to low. Inhale, fill the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Second Sunday. Breath so good. All fingertips pressing into the floor. Or finger pads, triceps rotating towards the floor. Neck getting space. Inhale, gaze between the hands. Exhale, step to the top of the space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply. Keep the chest on top of the thighs. Bathroom muscles turn on to pull the hips back. Grabbing the ankles or wrapping the arms underneath the thighs. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. Almost like a halfway lift, but your belly's still more or less on top of the thighs. On the inhale, reach the arms straight back. Rotate the palms towards the floor. Engage the core. Slowly inhale, reach the arms forward. Get deeper in the heels, wider in the toes. Stronger in the glutes. Really reach your spine out of your hips. Reach forward. On an inhale, chair pose, you're going to try to lift the torso and the arms. Slow. Keep the knees bent deep. For 5. Keep the belly strong. Keep the back strong. Especially the lower back. Just 2. Exhale, come to standing. On an inhale, sink back to the chair. On an exhale, fold. On an inhale, half lift. On an exhale, high to low. On an inhale, feel the heart. On an exhale, press the hips. Feet close together. On an inhale, right leg lifts. Point through those toes. Exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest, right foot steps. Inhale, crescent pose. Lift straight up. Breathe. On an exhale, warrior two, back foot spins flat. Open up the arms wide, chest and belly open to the side. On an inhale, reverse warrior, right arm reaches up and high. On an exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm either on right thigh, or if you've got it, maybe right arm reaches deeper, but don't round the right side. Keep that right hip crease pulling back and the spine reaching out of that. Press down into whatever is pressing towards the ground in that right arm. Breathe deep, soft lips, calm face. Rotate the top palm forward. On an exhale, reach it forward. Keep that belly strong. Just for 3. Slowly inhale, left arm up, right leg towards straight. Triangle pose. And you keep the fingertips or palm on the floor, or you can bring the right palm on top of that right shin. Keep extending that right side long. On an exhale, bring the left palm to the floor. Chest rotates towards the ground. Left palm under left shoulder, block or not. Use the pressure of that left palm pressing the floor to inhale, reach the chest forward. And on an inhale, reach the right arm into the sky. Chest opens to the right. It's a twist of sorts. No death grip in the toes. Pulling the hips back so you can reach the spine forward. So you can wrap the right ribs around that nice long line of spine. Reach through the right fingertips. Muscles on the back of the hands turn on. Press down through the floor. Slowly spin onto the ball of the back left toes. Slowly bend that right knee. You're in a twisted lunge. Spin onto the outer edge of the back left foot. Slowly inhale, extend the right leg back to stack on the left. Lift those hips. Keep the belly strong for 3. 2. On 1, gently lower the right palm to the floor. Inhale to high plank, long body. Exhale, lower how you like it, untuck toes. Inhale, peel the heart up and forward, nice and slow. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got to touch the other side. Feet are close. Inhale, left leg high. Get on those toes on an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, chin to chest, left foot steps. Inhale, crescent pose. Breathe. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Variations welcome. The hinge is at the left hip, not the rounding of the left side. Keep that long. Press into those feet. Keep that left hip in line with the left heel so it doesn't jut out to the side. Rotate the top palm in that right shoulder socket. Exhale, reach her. Slowly, you're going to inhale the right arm back up when you got it. Left leg towards straight for that triangle pose. Press that front foot into the floor. And pull that left hip crease back so that left leg gets long and the muscles wrap around that length. A few more. Exhale gently, right palm comes to the floor, chest rotates towards the floor. Hips slightly adjust perhaps. Press the right palm flat, inhale, try to reach the chest forward. Exhale, recommit to that strength in your core. Inhale, reach the left arm up away from the floor. Right palm under right shoulder, left palm right above left shoulder. As you pull the hips back, reach the spine forward. Exhale, wrap rib cage around that spine line. Spin onto the ball of the back right toes. Exhale, rebend that left knee. You're in that twisted lunge. Press down into the floor. Left knee stacks over left heel. We're not just in a transition. Every alleyway between the asanas is a thing. A place to be. A place to breathe. To express. Spin onto the outer edge of the back right foot. Inhale, step the left leg back to stack over the right. Side plank for 3. Belly strong with the chest open. Belly does not spill forward. Press down through that palm. Exhale, left hand comes to the floor. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, you lower. Inhale, peel hard up and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's one round of the sun bees. And we're just breathing. Just to put it together. We'll do 1 round breath to movement. Maybe modifying a bit here and there. Inhale, gaze between hands. Exhale, step forward, prepping for this chair. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold her slow and bend the knees, butt low. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand tall. Inhale, back chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, high low. Inhale, peel heart. Exhale, hips high. Inhale, right leg in the sky. Exhale, right foot between hands. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring it all the way down to the floor. Inhale, peel hard up and forward. Exhale, down dog pose. Inhale, left leg high, both toes. Exhale, left foot steps. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse her. Exhale, all the way to the floor. Notice it with the extended side angle and the triangle and the side plank, perhaps, as you lower the mat. Inhale, peel the heart. Exhale, down dog. 2 sun A's, 2 sun B's. Really nothing crazy. Slowly take an inhale, press the palms, reach the hips way, way back. Exhale, bend the knees, bring them to the mat. Tabletop pose. Slowly stand onto the shins. Bring your hands to your waist. Point the hips forward. Keep hips stacked over knees. Take a big inhale, let the spine get high. Exhale, pull the shoulders back for another bend. Two more. Slowly inhale, restack shoulders over hips. Into that wall we talked about earlier. So if you got a wall handy, you can use it. You're going to walk up to the wall. Be mindful of where the hips are, more or less. So maybe like put your fingers where your hips would meet the wall, and then use that point as a marker of sorts. And you're going to hinge at the hips eventually, and your palms will be right in the middle of that marker point, more or less. And eventually you want to make an L shape, a box with the wall. So feet should be right underneath the hips, not too far behind them. And palms should be in line with the hips as well. So you have 90 degrees, more or less. Right? And it should just feel like it. Even doesn't exactly look like it. It should feel like it. It should feel like you have that support. And really we do. This one's one we actually do usually want to look like it as well. Right? And I'm going to make sure I can see myself. So I'm not steering it wrong. So that 90 degree. It's probably easier if this is off to get that angular perception here. Yes, so just press the palms into the mat, into the wall actually. Press the feet into the mat. Bathroom muscles, pull the hips back, reach the spine forward. Press those arms, spacing in those shoulders. All 10 fingers more or less pointed upward. Maybe the thumbs and the pinkies off to the sides a bit. Palms feeling like they're pressing flat in a down dog. Belly doesn't dip, pull it in. Strength. Keep pressing through there. So don't let the elbows just bend. You're not just hanging out here, you're pressing. Same with the floor. Even if there's a minuscule bend in the knees and the elbows, there's strength through these arms and that torso. 3. Slowly walk the hands up the wall, come to standing. And what we're going to want to do here is reverse that movement, reverse where the hands and the feet are. So maybe it's best to start from like a down dog here. The palms can be on the floor, the feet can be back, but then slowly you're going to walk the legs back, and you're going to walk the legs up the wall. And more or less, you're going to want them in line with those hips. But also those hands got to be under the hips too, so you might have to walk those back a bit too. And this is usually pretty unnatural for most folks if you don't do it often. So it's hard to tell. Might be good to get a buddy or a mirror. And we're going to try to do the same thing. I think it might be a little close. Belly in. Press those palms for 3. And then maybe walk the legs back down, a down dog, walk the feet up, come to stand. That's a lot for me. A way to balance and practice being upside down and right side up. Let's close it down, coming towards the end of the practice. Feet about hips distance apart. You're gonna hug the right knee into the chest. If you can, grab the big toe with the peace finger and bring the left palm, left hand to your left waist. Just hold them for a moment. Point the left elbow behind you instead of letting it go out to the side so the chest is still opening here. If it feels okay, inhale, start to extend the right leg forward, any degree that keeps the shoulders stacked over the hips. So don't extend the leg just to bring the shoulders forward. Right? Slowly release the grip. Just keep extending the legs forward, even if the leg falls a little. Inhale, reach the arms up high. For a match of those arms we did before, you're going to bend the standing knee, keep extending that right leg, try to lift it high. Then bend the right knee and keep that right thigh high. Exhale, wrap the right thigh over the left for eagle legs. And then reach the arms forward. Left arm higher than the right, both palms face up, Macarena. Exhale, cross the elbows, bend the elbows, full eagle pose, Gardandasana. For 5. Slowly unwind them. Inhale, reach the arms, let the knees bend for chair. Exhale, come to standing. Again, feet hips distance. Take your time, lengthen spine. On one of your exhales, pull left knee into chest. Left peace fingers grab big left toe. Elbow stays pointing behind you and the right. Chest stays square forward. Shoulders stay stacked. Make sure you have this first. As many breaths as you need, maybe even the whole time. If you feel like you can keep an upright spine over those hips, inhale, start to extend the left leg forward a bit. Shoulders stay stacked. Keep the muscle in that left thigh, release the grip, try to keep it high. Both arms reach up. Right knee starts to bend. Left knee bends, left thigh high. On an exhale, left thigh wraps over the right. Left arm wraps under the right. Eagle arms on the other side, we're here for 5. Sit down deep in the legs, let the knees bend. Slowly unwind into chair pose, arms and legs. Exhale, forward fold, nice and slow. Just breathe in for a moment or so. Start to heel toe the feet out, about as wide as the mat. Inhale, attempt the halfway lift, fingertips maybe on the mat. Exhale, bend the knees for a squat, hips sink low. Palms might touch. Chest might get wide. Breathe. One more variation for that box wall. Right? So most of you could probably try with the hands on there. It's definitely not the level to put the feet on there. Yeah. From where the feet are on there being on the wall, when the feet are on the wall, we're going to make the attempt to extend one leg straight up. Right? And eventually you can use this as practice for more arm balance stuff. Let's try. So from that down dog, feet walk their way up. Not too high, right? Because you want them at the waist height. Palms walk their way back. And we make that nice square with the wall. Belly stays strong. Inhale, extend the right leg into the sky, right over the hands. Maybe point through both toes, like you did from that down dog. And you see the hands starting to take more weight and the legs getting light, right? You can play with that. And of course, eventually we'll switch. Maybe you put some time in between, that's fine too. Eventually we come down. And we'll call that the standing poses for today. Let's meet on our backs. If you're sweating, maybe get a towel put down. You're on your back, your knees are wide. Grab for the inner edges of the feet, maybe big toes on those peace fingers like we've been practicing. Breathe all the way down to that waist. Slowly bring the soles of the feet closer together. Knees a little out wide. A little better stretch in those inner groin, inner hips. Maybe gently swaying side to side. Feels good. You can extend the legs all the way out for a nice V if you have the space. Slowly, you're going to release the grip of the hands and the feet. Press the knees together for sure. Inhale, extend the right leg forward. Keep the left knee hugged in. On another exhale, pull the forehead towards the knee. Let the shoulders leave the floor. Core should be engaged. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Point through both of your toes. Inhale, extend the left leg forward to meet the right. Press the inner thighs together. Palms rotate upward for low boat. Lower back pressing into the floor. Shoulders lifted. Gently lower the back to the mat. Hug both knees into the chest. Extend the left leg forward, hovering it off the floor perhaps. On an exhale, forward towards the knees. Shoulders peel off the mat. Inhale, reach both arms forward. Point both toes forward. And inhale sends the right leg forward, and exhale presses the thighs together. Even if they don't touch, palms face up for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hug the night thighs into the chest again. Let the back lay flat. Reach the feet up and overhead for a plow pose. 3, 2, on 1, gently lower the back to the mat, knees bend, feet come flat to the floor. A goodbye back bend. We have plenty of heart openers, shoulder openers, but just one to do with your belly face up. Feet about hips distance, fingers reaching towards the heels, maybe slightly touching the back of the heels. Palms might rotate upward as you rotate the triceps towards the floor. Inhale, gently press through the feet, lift the butt, and the rest of the spine to follow. Maybe you gotta walk the shoulders in closer if it feels good. Chin to the center of chest. Bridge pose. Breathing so deep the belly lowers and lifts in its cavity. Belly button rather. lower the spine a vertebra at a time back down to the mat. You can do that as many times if you want to pause, if you feel like you want to get more back bend and opening. If you're with us, gently hug the knees into the chest. Right knee stays in, left leg extends forward. Take a big inhale. Pull the right knee out to the right a bit. And use an exhale to drape that thigh across the body towards the left. Gaze and arm reach out to the right. It's a nice twist for your spine. We did some twists earlier, but they were arguably under duress, as you had to maintain your body weight as well with some strength, but now it's all relaxed. A relaxed twist, your body in the hands of gravity. So you can be soft, you can be vulnerable to yourself. That's important. And slowly you're going to make your way to the other side, hugging that right knee in, rolling onto the back, and then switching the grip. As you hug the left knee in, extend the right leg forward, take a big inhale, pull the left thigh out to the side, give space to your left groin before you exhale and compress it as you bring the left thigh across the body towards the right. Reach and gaze out to the left. That vulnerability and softness, let it find you. Just watch your breath. Give up tight spaces, tight faces. Slowly inhale back to center. Rolling onto your back. Oh man, both thighs hugging in the chest, the knees bend. Rotating the knees in circles one direction at least 3 times, maybe more. And then switching it to take the twist out of that core and central spine. When you're back to center, oh man, wrap your forearms around your shins and your thighs close together as you give yourself a squeeze. Take a big inhale here. On an exhale, forward towards knees. If you can, breathe in here as much as you can. Hold, squeeze the toes, the feet, the calves, the thighs, the glutes, the sphincter, that's bathroom muscles, the belly, the chest, the biceps, triceps, forearms, fingers, the neck, the ears, the scalp, the teeth, the lips. Exhale, release everything that you just squeezed. Let the legs extend forward like you're in the pine box, like it's time to go. Shavasana, corpse pose. Lips still soft, teeth still soft. Gaze slightly lifted and slightly centered at the place between the eyebrows. Feel the energy just move through the body. Enjoy the flow. Like you're watching a body of water. Namaste.